there are several variables that can increase or decrease your ability to train hard. So it's essential to optimize as many of these factors as possible. Some of these factors can take minutes, hours, or even days leading up to your workout. In this video, we'll tackle 7 things you should never do right before your workout. Mistake number 1, not drinking enough water. I'm sure you've heard about the importance of being hydrated. Well, this is even more important for dedicated bodybuilders who regularly train hard. Being dehydrated has been shown to adversely affect lifting performance. This 2010 study looked at the effects of dehydration on full body resistance training. They found that dehydration of approximately 3% impaired resistance exercise performance, decreased repetitions, increased perceived exertion, and hindered heart rate recovery. These results highlight the importance of adequate hydration during resistance training. Drinking water before and/or during your workout can mitigate the adverse effects of dehydration. But don't feel like you have to drink water an hour before the session to get the full benefits. If you feel like you haven't had enough water, starting to drink liquids during your warm-up will help. 2 useful indicators of how hydrated you are your urine color and how often you feel thirsty. If your urine color is a bit darker, you need to consume more water until it's a lighter color. Also, if you find yourself thirsty often, it's a sign that you need to drink water more regularly. A practical way to stay hydrated is to keep a full bottle of water around and set a time to finish it. When it's finished, refill and repeat. Mistake number 2, over-consuming caffeine. Caffeine is an ergogenic aid, meaning it enhances performance, which is why it's one of the main ingredients in many pre-workouts. But there are several trade-offs that many lifters need to consider. First, people metabolize caffeine differently, which alters how much of a boost they will get from taking it. But more importantly, how is it affecting your sleep and recovery that night? Caffeine consumption can prolong the amount of time it takes for you to fall asleep. It can also affect how deep you sleep. Combined, being overstimulated by caffeine can reduce the amount of good, quality sleep you get. Sleep is the most critical recovery tool we have. If caffeine is negatively affecting your rest, it may not be worth taking it for the gym's small performance increase. To put it simply, don't consume too much caffeine before a workout if it affects your sleep. Mistake number 3, fasting. If you're not fasting for religious or health reasons, fasting for long periods before a workout isn't a good idea, especially if building muscle is your main objective. Like we mentioned in previous videos, distributing your protein intake throughout the day is optimal for building muscle. Having amino acids in your system while you train will help you build and repair muscle, even during your workouts. Not only that, but it's also worth mentioning that when it comes to weight training, the majority of trainees will perform better when they've had carbohydrates before lifting. Mistake number 4, too much cardio. Extended cardio sessions before your workout can reduce your lifting performance. This phenomenon is known as the interference effect. This occurs when the adaptations your body needs to make in order to improve endurance are different from the adaptations needed to build muscle and strength. Keep in mind the cardio sessions we're referring to here are long endurance-like sessions that tax your energy stores and impair performance. This interference effect, however, does not include short 10-minute warm-ups. Warming up to increase body temperature can enhance training performance and reduce risk of injury, which brings us to the next mistake. Mistake number 5, skipping your warm-up. It can be tempting to walk into a gym and get right to your working sets. But if your goal is to move the most amount of weight without hurting yourself, then listen up. If you live in a warm climate and you've been getting some activity before the gym, such as walking to the gym, your body's already warm. In this case, you can even skip an aerobic warm-up used to get your body temperature up. On the other hand, if you're driving to the gym, it might be a good idea to start off with a 5 to 10 minute walk or a light jog to get the blood flowing a bit. Next, it's a question of how many warm-up sets you should do before your main working sets. If you're doing large compound lifts with heavier weight, it'll take more sets to build up to those working sets. If you're doing an accessory lift with a lighter load, however, you may not need more than 1 or 2 warm-up sets. Also, the first exercise for the muscle group may require more warm-up sets, while following exercises for the same muscle group may not require a warm-up at all. For example, if you bench press first, it may require 3 warm-up sets. The incline bench press that you perform after may require 1 warm-up set. As you can see, there are various factors to consider, but the main takeaway is don't skip the warm-up if you want to be able to perform to your highest ability. Mistake number 6, static stretching. Holding stretches for long periods of time before a workout is sending your muscles the wrong message. While lifting is telling your muscles to contract and produce force, static stretching is saying relax and elongate. These are 2 opposing messages, which is why research has shown that static stretching for 60 seconds or more can impair your ability to perform in the gym. A better approach would be dynamic stretching. The purpose of this is to make sure you have the range of motion necessary to perform the upcoming exercise. Your goal before a workout session is not to become more flexible. Rather, it's to prepare your body for the upcoming movements you will be performing. And lastly, mistake number 7, eating too much. Eating too much can make you feel nauseous and tired during your workout. So if you want to perform at your peak while also not having to worry about projectile vomiting during your heavy deadlifts, I recommend waiting at least 2 to 3 hours before a heavy training session following a large meal. And if you absolutely need to eat something before your workout, a simple protein shake should be more than enough to get you through the workout and onto your next meal. To recap, avoiding the 7 mistakes we mentioned in this video before your workout sessions will ensure that you get the most out of your training. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, if your training and nutrition are in order and you're looking for a bit of an edge, be sure to check out my science-based supplement line. Each product was created using scientifically proven ingredients, all clinically dosed and guaranteed to produce results. And right now, you can get 25% off your entire order plus free shipping by using coupon code MONSTER at checkout. So head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe for more videos and don't forget to turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next one. Peace.